friends. I today am going to talk a little bit about my fears with this book launch because it's kind of scary. I am putting this thing that I put so much heart and soul into out into the world, like I was talking about last week with it being in copy edits. That means it's static. That also means people are going to read it soon and judge it, and I care about it a lot, obviously. So I wanted to talk about a few of my fears with this launch because I did this while I was funding the book, and people appreciated, I think, being vulnerable and being authentic. So I'm going to try to do that now. I could start with what I kind of hinted at, which I'm afraid of the reception from people I know, because this book now talks a lot about sex. It's not like erotica, but it is, sorry, I had to stop for a moment because my little one was filling up the kiddie pool and she squirted the windows. So anyway, the protagonist now is a cam girl, meaning she does online sex work. And I'm from Buchanan. I'm from a small town, and people might be scandalized by this. But I just did a workshop with Disha Filia, who wrote this amazing short story collection called The Secret Life of Church Ladies, or The Secret Lives of Church Ladies. And she's with WVU Press, and this book was a National Book Award finalist. She won the Penn Faulkner Award, so she's getting all this amazing attention. And this book is just, scandalous because it's talking about these churchy ladies and all the sex they have, or all the sex that's happening kind of behind this facade. And so I just did this event with her where one of the short stories is called Peach Cobbler, and yeah, you're being a mermaid. Sorry, she kind of talked about the book, and we got to hang out and do a bake along with a peach cobbler, which was delicious, by the way. And somebody asked her in this group, like, when people are reading this book or when people are sharing it with their aunties, are they clutching their pearls? And so she said, yeah, I'm getting these reactions. People are clutching their pearls, but they always keep reading. And so I'm trying to keep this in mind that, people are people, and it might seem out of the comfort zone of what they usually read. That's okay. But hopefully it's still engaging and meaningful, and people can tap into the part of themselves that can just enjoy it. I'm going to talk more, I think, about why she's going to be a cam girl now and what that means, and maybe talk about some of our misconceptions about that, I think maybe in the next video. But that's one of my fears, definitely, is how people from my small, pretty conservative hometown are going to take this. Also, some of the protagonists are lesbians. We'll see. But it's my book, and people will take what they want from it. So I guess another one of my fears is about the launch being anticlimactic, and it's not even an unfounded fear. I basically know that it will be, and I'm trying to prepare myself for it being that. Everybody who has published books before has told me that the launch can feel really anticlimactic, and Lamont, who wrote Bird by Bird, which I'm sure you've heard me talk about before, one of my favorite writing books, talks about how launch day, publishing day is you build it up, you build it up, you build it up, and then, maybe one person calls you. You kind of imagine it as this big, now I'm a published author, but it's not really like that. You're the same person that day that you were before, but that being a published author is kind of like a little stone that you can keep with you in your pocket. It's something you can keep with you and pull out when you need it. And so I'm trying to remember that I'll still be the same person on pub day that I am right now. And also at the same time balance that with remembering that it is a big deal that I worked really hard from it, and no matter what the reception is, or I worked really hard for it, no matter what the reception is, no matter how the book does, what launch day feels like, it's a huge goal, it's a big accomplishment. I set out to do something and I did it. So figuring out ways to make that feel exciting and important to me. But still, I'm afraid of that feeling that everybody says you have on that day. Um, I don't know what else. I feel like I had other things that I was afraid of. Oh, I'm afraid. So my editor, Avalon, and the person who's also kind of controlling this launch or like leading the launch is going to be out on leave on the actual launch day. So, I have fears about how it will actually go and that it won't be a smooth process, but I'm going to talk to the person who will be filling in for her on that day beforehand, hopefully, and reassure myself with that. I just hope I can live up to everybody's expectations and also at the same time remind myself that that's not necessarily what is important. So let me know how you're doing. I will be as close to fully immune as I can be on Friday, which is really exciting. And no big plans, but it's still nice. And I'm reading a lot. I finished Akata Witch by Nnedi Okorafor, and I'm currently reading Una Out of Order by Margaret or something. I need to remind myself of her name again. And reading all kinds of things, writing my ska book, which is really fun. Hanging out, trying to stay safe and healthy. Keep the kids entertained. Tell me how you're doing. I miss talking to people. I hope you're doing well. Let me know if you have any questions about writing, about publishing. I want to be here for you. And thank you, as always. Bye.